Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, Oxford Magic, and it's Jordan here, and we are back round to Deck Tech Tuesday. And we have our starting of our Amonkhet brews here on the channel. To begin with, we are going to start on a beautiful pairing of green and white. And this is Green White Kitty Cats, as I am naming it. As you'll see, there is a big major cat sub-theme, but there's also a token sub-theme with this deck. And so let's just jump straight in. In the 1-drop slot, we only have one creature, and that is a 4-off of Sacred Cat. Benefit is it's 1/1 with lifelink, and it has the Embalm cost, so it has recursion ability, which is really sweet. In the 2-drop slot, we are running a Felidar Cub. This little creature can do some damage. It can also, you can sack it to get the benefit of destroying an enchantment. This can work against the sort of red-white exert decks that are going around, or against opponents' cast outs, or even there's just a variety of things. I mean, I've seen decks now that are starting to run a lot of auras and stuff like that, so this thing can do work in this regard. Moving on, we are then getting to the main core of the deck, which is the 3-drop slot in terms of creatures. We are beginning with Prowling Serpopard, however the hell you want to pronounce it. Benefit with this creature is that it can't be countered by itself, but it also gives all your creatures that they can't be countered. So there is a major benefit in that. Then we move on to Pouncing Cheetah. This is a flash creature. Again, you get the benefit of being able to, if you've already got the Serpopard out, fantastic, but you can flash this in at the end step and you've got another attacker for second go. I like using it that way, the same as I used to use Spirit of the Hunt, where I'd flash it in at the end step and then I have another body on the ground swinging for aggressive aggro or even defensive stance. Then we are moving on into Rhonas. Yes, we've got the big green god in there. Benefit of him is that we have a lot of creatures that can naturally pump up to the 4, so they can do a lot of damage, and we've got him active. We then move on to the 4-drop slot, which has a Vizier of the Menagerie. Benefit with this card is that, of course, once it's on the field, you can automatically begin looking at the top of your library. If you've got a creature card, it's effectively acting as another card in hand, which is really sweet and is major beneficial because we are a creature heavy deck. And also we can use any of our mana base to cast that creature, so it doesn't matter what sort of colour we may be off on, and because there are quite a few double white in this, so you know, it's one of these things that we have to work with. Moving on to the 5-drop slot, we have Regal Caracal. This is the Cat Lord. This is going to pump up a lot of the creatures that are on the board already, and the benefit you get is that when he enters the battlefield, you're getting 2 1/1 bodies, but they're actually 2/2s because, of course, the Caracal is boosting them already, and they've got lifelink as well, which is really sweet. So, moving on to the 6-drop slot, we have Wispweaver Angel, and we're running a couple of these. The benefit with this is that it allows you to blink a creature. So if they've tagged it down somehow in various things and fashions and whatnot, you can blink it and get it off. But this is actually working in conjunction with our next card, which is Panharmonicon. Now, this with the Caracal and the Wispweaver can generate an infinite combo. It is very sweet. You have to work around it quite well, and I haven't got it off yet, but I've been very close to getting it off. Obviously, originally, before the Guardian ban, this would have been a cinch in there at the 4-drop slot as well, but oh well, these things do happen. Moving on to the other artifacts that we're running, we are running Oketra's Monument. This is just beneficial for generating another body for blocking, and we're also running a Rhonas' Monument. Now, this allows us to pump up our creatures and give them trample. It also helps turn on Rhonas quite nicely. Next we have Anointed Procession. This is the 4-drop enchantment that allows us to double our tokens whenever we create them. And as you can see from Oketra's Monument, the Sacred Cat, as well as the Regal Caracal, we can actually get a lot of value out of this and get quite a few tokens on the board. It is very sweet and something to work with. So one of our other curve toppers is we run a pair of Ajani Unyielding. The benefit with this is that, one, he's getting us card replenishment in our hand, which is is always good to have card advantage late game. He has board removal, so he can actually remove various things with exile, such as Ulamog and other indestructible creatures, including the gods. And finally, if you do get to ultimate him and you've got a very good board presence, you can distribute a load of +1/+1 counters everywhere, making it very sweet. Moving on to the final of the spells, we have a very good removal package, which comes around in the form of Cast Out. Benefit with this is that if we aren't drawing into answers that we need, we can cycle it to get another card draw. We have Blessed Alliance, which allows us to gain life if we need it, allows us to untap after attacking creatures, but the main thing we're using it for will be for target opponent to edict effect and have to sack a creature. This gets around some of the hexproof synergies I've seen going around, and it is very, very useful. Moving on, the last spell that we're running is Declaration in Stone. Yes, it is sorcery speed, but it can remove big threats. It exiles again. Yes, you're giving your opponent card draw, but I have actually been using it mainly to remove token synergies, because there are a hell of a lot of token strategies going around at the moment, which is rather cool to see actually. So it's a way of sort of board wiping without allowing your opponent to get any card draw off the field. So moving on to the land base, we are running a total of 12 dual lands, which is the Fortified Village, the Scattered Groves, and the Canopy Vista. Benefit with this is that the village can be turned on with both the other dual lands, and the Shattered Groves give you a card draw synergy if you're being land flooded late game, and the Canopy Vista can enter untapped providing you got more basic lands out. Now, we also are running a Blighted Steppe and a Blighted Woodland. The benefit with the Steppe is that late game we can gain a load of life if we need to, and the Woodland just helps us filter our deck a bit more to end up having better card draws later on. And finally, we run 6 plains and 3 forests. These are just your basic land sets, of course. And so let's move on to the sideboard. In the sideboard, we have a few more Declaration in Stone and a few more Blessed Alliance. This is the benefit of sticking in more removal for early aggressive strategies, especially against Mardu. We then run 3 Stasis Snares. This is as a quick removal answer to surprise effects, such as if it works Marvel, if they manage to get a Ulamog or something even worse down. It just gives you an option to get it off the board quickly. We then have a couple of Gideons Intervention. This is a card I'm actually beginning to rate a lot more. Benefit with it, it's a 4-drop enchantment that you can stop. You can name a card and you can stop your opponent casting with it. But if they've already got a creature onto the board, say you've named Gideon the Trial, so they can't cast another, any damage that they swing with Gideon the Trials will be negated, so they can't effectively damage you anymore with it, which is really sweet. We then have 2 Dust to Dawn. This is a good board removal. Obviously it will affect our board as well, but we can get a lot of the creatures back from the graveyard, which is great sort of recursion synergy later on down the line. And the final creature that we're running is 4 off of Manglehorn. This is for heavy artifact synergies, which are still going round, even though there is a lot more artifact removal in Amonkhet now. But, you know, people like what they're doing, and it's a brewer's paradise at the moment. So the sideboard is very malleable at the moment, sort of thing, and it will be probably getting changed as the meta develops over the weeks and months as we go down the line. But that is it for my first Amonkhet brew deck tech. Please let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Obviously, for those of you who did notice, there is infinite token strategies in this, but apart from that, we've got big creature beatdowns, which is always very nice at the end of the day. So I've been your host, Jordan from Oxford Magic, signing off. Catch you guys later. Thank you for watching the video. Please remember to hit that like button, it supports the channel for free. Also subscribe, and remember, if you don't want to miss any videos, hit the bell icon right next to the subscribe button. Thank you for watching again. Goodbye.